Are you looking to hire a virtual assistant for your Amazon FBA business? If you are, then this video is the right one for you, because in this video I'm going to discuss the exact process that I used to hire 6 of my virtual assistants that are still with me today. Hi guys, this is Jake Diego, and I want to break down this whole idea of hiring virtual assistants. One of the first things I want to talk about though is what desire, what passion, what motivation really mean when it comes to hiring. If you asked me to be the manager of a restaurant, it'd be really hard. If it was something in e-commerce, it'd be very easy. So the same goes with someone you hire. You got to know what motivates them, what their passion is, because passion is something that you can't really learn, you can't really teach it. You either are passionate about this thing or you're not. And so the same thing goes with hiring someone. When I took a look at the applications and the initial questionnaires and the annual questionnaires for the team that I have, they basically fell into 2 categories. There were the people that were interested in business, maybe they wanted to have a business, or their husband worked at a barber shop and they wanted to buy the barber shop, or that person was very loyal and dedicated about and passionate about working from home. So everybody right now that's on my team fit into those 2 categories. So keep this in mind as we're going through this process. So I've used Upwork before, and Upwork is good. It didn't work out for me too well, but what did work are 2 Facebook groups out there. I'll link them in the description below, but the first one is Hiring Virtual Assistants Philippines. It has about 80,000 members in it. And the other is Virtual Assistant Network Philippines, and it has about 50,000 members in it. To get in those groups, make sure that you fill out the initial questionnaire. I didn't do so good, and I was wondering in the one group why it had been 2 weeks and I hadn't got in. Well, it's because I didn't fill that out. So make sure that you fill that out. Now, once you're into the group, you want to look at that About page and see exactly what the rules are, requirements, and any of that. In the one group, you can post your job anywhere, and in the other group, you got to have a photo and post it in the photo section of the group. So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to doing the actual job posting, I mean, you've seen some of my other videos. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know that I'm fairly direct and straightforward. So the same goes with the job description. The job will say something to this effect. Looking to hold a test week for a few virtual assistants to bring them into my US Amazon business. The job involves going to various retailers in the US and finding products that can be sold on Amazon. There's a lot of spreadsheet work involved, and they'll basically be entering URLs and other data, sell prices, buy prices into it to calculate and find 10 winners a day. And those 10 winners are due by 5 p.m. Philippine time, Monday through Friday. In the middle of the posting, I'll have something in there that's personal or just like a qualifier. And for lately, that's been, what did you have for breakfast? Please put this in the first line of your application, of your response. Now, this is really nice because you're going to get 40 to 80 direct messages on Facebook. So without even opening that message, you can see the preview part of it, and if it doesn't have that, then you move on. It might sound a little crude, but they got to understand the written word, because that's what the business is built around, or at least mine is. Everything is a written procedure on how to do your job. So for example, if I'm going to look at if Amazon is selling a particular product, step 1, go to keepa.com. Step 2, put in the ASIN. Step 3, make sure that the orange Amazon button on the legend is checked. Step 4, is there any orange in the chart? So on and so forth. So I want people that are off the bat are going to understand written word. And then after that, I'll describe about the test week and kind of how it runs, and I'll ask them to to submit their application to me. Now, once you get those applications, again, you have that qualifier there, so some of the messages you don't even have to open, but you still want to take a look at the ones that you do, because it'll still be more than 7 people that'll do it right. The reason that I picked 7 is because that was the amount of virtual assistants that it's taken to put in the test group, to have them do that, find results, see what the results are, and actually hire one out of the group. So I do groups of 7 every time. Now, when you're looking at the responses, you want to see what they wrote. If they wrote, I just lost my job, I'd like to get a new one, I am desperate and I desperately need a job, those aren't people you typically want to hire. You want to look and see that they did what you wanted to, that they have some written explanation of who they are maybe, or what they do, or what interests them, and those are the kind of people that you want to respond to. Now, with the response, I typically will say, I appreciate your application. I would like you to join our test group. We're going to start first thing on Monday, and I will send you a Slack link to our group on Sunday. Please join us. And we can talk more about Slack. We can talk more about the process from there in the next portion of this. I'll try to get that out in about 1 or 2 days from here. But as far as it goes at this point, you now understand what I'm looking for in terms of a candidate when it comes to, are they passionate? What is their drive? What is their focus? The groups that I use, which again I'll link in the description, the 2 Facebook groups, and then what the actual application looks like, and how I determine who's going to go into that test group. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.